We're moving up our Local IQ segment, and from Local IQ magazine, the food contributor, the writer guy that gets to go to all the restaurants and eat well. Justin
I would love that job.
Is here. Hi, Justin.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Thanks for waking up early.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a problem, especially when there's Scotch and bourbon involved.
But there's no cups.
No, that just got to hit the bottle.
I have a cup.
Well,
Get it
hey.
in the cup. So how you guys been?
Very well.
Good.
Okay.
What's
good.
going on with you?
Well, today I have the Maitre D from the Crown Room at the Downs, who I'll introduce in just a moment. But today's the last day to pick up our beer issue that's out on stands right now.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow, it's going to be our dining guide balloon fiesta issue. And we have a bunch of great stuff in that.
Yeah.
And I hear that's
You
your
guys
biggest issue of the year.
Yeah, it is our biggest issue of the year. Just balloon fiesta numbers are up. So, and Larry, you have a little feature in it as well. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the photographs or anything?
I haven't seen the photographs. I just saw the write-ups and all that when we were going through the proofs.
Afterwards, so that was a good gig. I volunteered right away.
Yeah.
If free food is involved, yes.
That's how I got this.
Yeah.
So anyways, so this is Maitre D. James Keilan McCollum. And he's at the Crown Room, so thanks for coming on the show today.
I do appreciate it. It's always great to come out and talk about the Crown Room and what we do down there.
So tell us a little bit about what is different about the Crown Room, what kind of sets it apart from any other fine dining restaurant in Albuquerque?
I would say that we're really trying to take it to one step above. A combination of French-style service and a little bit of American flair in there, where we are going to have two servers taking care of you from the moment you walk in. Bringing back some old school things like doing desserts flambe at the table. It's a classic menu with Chateaubriand, all prime beef, all dry aged 28-day prime beef that we use, so it's fantastic food. So we're really trying to bring that up. It's no longer putting the kids in the car and driving down and getting burgers and fries. It really becomes an event. I want you to bring your father on his 80th birthday into my restaurant, because it's an event for him to remember.
Absolutely.
And for you to think about.
I mean, I got to eat there, I think it was about a month ago, and just have this sample of the menu. It starts us off with a bourbon flight, then a Scotch flight, and then we start getting into all these great things. And it was an experience unlike any other that I've had. And I've been to fine dining restaurants in New York and all over the place, and that was just that was top notch. So.
I do appreciate that. We really try to do that. It's an event we're trying to do, and like I said, it's something that's new to Albuquerque. You don't see that in most places, New York, San Francisco. So we're trying to bring that to us.
Yeah, I don't think anywhere in Albuquerque compares. I mean, the service, the quality of food, and the Bananas Foster by the table, nowhere in Albuquerque that I can think of.
I have made it. We do bring our chef out here because it's really a pride for them to do. But when we're busy, yes, I'll go out there and do that. It's really great to get the flames out there and the excitement that comes with the room.
Yeah.
Everybody's
it's watching.
unbelievable. Absolutely. And it really, when you walk out, there's things that people talk about are the flames. So it's a great event.
Definitely. And now you've brought some bottles from the restaurant, and I got to sample a few of these when we were there, and they're just some of the finest scotches and bourbons that
We're carrying about 23 scotches right now, one of the largest scotch selections you're going to have. And of the 23, 12 of them are going to be 18 years or older, and then we have some 25 and 30 years. Lafroig, which is Prince Charles' favorite scotch, and then the Highland Park 18-year-old, which is the nation's favorite, United States favorites. Taos whiskey, which is noted in the movie Cowboys and Aliens, it was in there, and also a new one that my personal favorite that I just started drinking is the small batch bourbon Buffalo Trace, which is fantastic.
Ooh,
definitely.
Nice.
And something to mention about the Taos Lightning whiskey is it's made in New Mexico. KGB Spirits, who they do some fine other spirits. They do a great gin, a great vodka, and you can also you can find that one. It's popping up at a lot of restaurants now, and
That's
you
good.
can always go to like Jubilation and everything and get that.
Support the
Yeah.
local distillery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Very nice.
So a little bit more focus on the Crown Room. Tell us about your role and kind of how you got involved working at the Crown Room.
I was semi-retired, and a friend of mine called up and said, "Hey, I need your help." And I said, "Oh, okay." And went to my wife and said, "Okay, I'm going to start a fine dining restaurant." And so Abel Avila, who's the food and beverage director down at the Crowns, talked to me into coming in here and said, "It's your room. Do what you want." And being a big bourbon and Scotch guy, it was great to go, okay, I can do anything I want. So then I went hog wild. It was great. Now we're doing events. We have an event coming up, which would be October 8th. We're doing our first wine tasting dinner.
Very
We're gonna
nice.
do 8 wine flights along with a 4-course meal. And then if everything goes right, October 17th, we'll have our stone crabs in. The season starts on the 15th, and we're going to do the colossal stone crabs, which means 4 hand-sized stone crabs per order, and it's just unbelievable. And if
gosh.
you've never had them,
Nice.
you have to come try them. It's unbelievable.
That sounds great.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Yes.
I love these wine dinners. They're very, very well done, and I imagine you guys are going to take it up another
We're
notch.
We're doing all reserve and Grand Reserve Kendall Jackson, and really trying to educate people that Kendall Jackson is just not Chardonnay. They have some world-class red wines out there that I would put against, Silver Oak or Camus, and really fantastic wines. So this is going to be a great event for us.
And now, speaking on the subject of wine, you have an iPad here, and it was kind of one of the coolest things. I haven't seen it in any other restaurants, but it's called the Vino Pad.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Basically what we're looking at here, as you guys can see, it's a scrolling selection of all their wines. You can look at the labels. You click on one of them and you can read about them. You
So
can
this
read,
is the wine list.
Yeah.
Wine list, yes. It's
Yeah.
They
So-
drop this off at your table when you're looking at the wines.
Yeah.
And plus, it's nice because you can figure out what wine goes well with this certain food, or they just ask you as well.
The other great thing about it is when I go out and have dinner, and I've had a couple of nice bottles of wine, I want to remember it, I write it down, and somewhere I put it in a pocket. I forget.
Yeah.
You can
inside
actually
here.
email this to your house.
Oh.
And
nice.
so when you get home, you can go, okay, that's the wine I want. So that's how I can find it.
That's
So this is
nice.
and also we can list all our bourbons and scotches. So each one of them has their own description now. So
That's
you know
the way
what
to do
kind
it.
of
Yeah.
scotch you want or what bourbon you're looking for. And also if you're into tequilas, which I like tequilas, we have one of the greatest collection of tequilas in the state. It has that listed for you. So
That's amazing.
yes.
And we did show a picture of the restaurant earlier, but it's not a big restaurant, and that's on purpose
Right.
because it's kind of like an intimate feeling, and it's very exclusive. It's like an exclusive type feeling while you're there.
We actually, it's amazing. You come to a casino, and casino's loud and noisy, and every casino's that way.
Sure.
You walk into my dining room, you don't even know you're in a casino.
Yeah.
It's so
that's true.
quiet. We have valet parking, so you can come in, it's free. You get out of your car, you walk right in there, have dinner, and your car will be waiting. If you give me your ticket, I'll make sure your car is waiting for you and walk out the front door.
That's the way to do it.
That's what we're about. It's taking that extra step that no one else can do right now. Parking is a mess in most casinos, but we fixed that for you, and that's the way we look at it.
And I remember the first time you were on the show and you mentioned that, I was like, yes, because there are so many places that don't have valet, and that kind of gives it the
Very rare
exclusive
here.
feel
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it really is. It makes it gives you the feel that this is going to be a special time before you even walk in. And the dining room only seats about 50 people. We want it that way because we want to treat you as an individual, not just as a family or a group. We want to know you by name and shake your hands and take care of you. And that's the important.
Now, Keilan, the dining room's only open certain days.
We're all open right now. We're doing Thursday through Sunday from 5 to 10 o'clock. We really opened up Sunday recently because we found a lot of places aren't open on Sundays. A lot of birthdays and things do happen on that. A lot of people are off on Sunday, so we want to be able to be there for them.
Yeah.
Well,
that's nice.
I personally endorse this place. I mean, I loved it. I had a great experience, and nowhere else in Albuquerque will give you the same feeling. So
Right.
I do appreciate
it.
that.
And
Thank
it's
you.
good to know
Absolutely.
the Maitre D.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Always good to know the Maitre D.
Yes.
And this is one of I'm really glad you brought these in. Now I know what to have when I come down. And what's the one again that you like? Your personal favorite?
This one is going to be the Buffalo Trace Oak Project, and basically what it is, it's 300 barrels, American oak barrels that they have
Wow.
made personally, hand chosen by Buffalo Trace, and aged for anywhere from 13 years to more than that.
very nice.
Wow.
Very, very earthy, a little bit of wood in there, but really smooth, and you'll not even know it.